Risk, strike, fast and fierce world domination. Now, this is obviously based on the board game Risk. It is not the first game to be based on the board game Risk. There's been Risk the card game. There's many different Risks. This one is basically Risk the card game and promises to do so in a very quick amount of time. Let's check it out. In this game, players are trying to get 2 of these domination coins. And the way you get them is to have enough cards in that particular continent. So Asia, there's an 8 on it. So if I have 8 Asian cards in front of me, I'll take this coin. If I have 6 North American cards in front of me, 4 African cards in front of me, I'll take their particular coins. Now, let's say I get 6 North American cards and I lose some. I don't lose the coin, but if someone else would then get 6, they would take the coin from me, or if they get more than I have. So that's how you get the coins. How do you play? Well, you'll start with some tactics cards in your hand and some continent cards face up in front of you. On a player's turn, they draw 2 cards. You can draw both from one of the 2 decks or one from each deck. It's up to you. Continent cards go face up in front of you. The other cards go in your hand. You then will pass or attack. If you pass, you draw another tactics card and play goes to the next person. If you attack, though, let's say I'm like, ooh, I would like to attack my good friend next to me, and they have 3 Africa. I'm going to attack from, I can always attack from the same continent. I don't have any Africa, so I can attack from an adjacent one. There's a little map that shows, and hey, Asia is adjacent. So then, both sides can play troop cards. So let's say I add 2 troops to my side, and the opponent adds 1 troop to their side. Troop cards are a lot of the cards in the tactics deck. So then the attacker can roll up to 3 dice, as long as you have 3 cards, which I do. The defender rolls 2 dice if they have 2 cards, which they do. We roll, and we compare pairs. All right, so in the first battle, we tied. Ties go to the defender, so the defender kills one of my troops. In the second one, the attacker wins, so I kill one of their troops. And now we get to roll again. I still roll 3. They still roll 2. I could stop if I want to, but why? I'm feeling pretty good about this. So 5, 4, and 2. And they rolled a 3 and a 2. The attacker wins twice. I now steal 2 of the African cards from them. Now they're only going to roll 1 die because they're down to 1 card. I'm definitely not stopping now, but they just won, so they kill my troop. So let's try it again. I'm down to 2 dice because of Asia, but I finally beat them and take the last Africa card. Had I lost, they would have taken one of my Asian cards. That's it. The rest of the game has some tactics cards, like this one says add 2 to each die you roll. You play it after you roll the dice. Or you can play 2 different continent cards or a tactic card. Sometimes continent cards are lost and put in the middle, and then when you draw, you can draw from them instead of the top of the deck. That's it. First person to get 2 of these is the winner. Risk Strike is definitely speed Risk. It's definitely a fast version of Risk. I mean, this game could take 10 minutes or maybe even less. It is really quick. You're just playing cards, and you have to take it not seriously at all. You play games. I mean, I played one game of this and just got obliterated by my opponent, and we're like, ha, 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 and moved on. The cards in here are pretty strong. Just like Risk, if you have more cards, you're probably doing better than the other person. When you have to draw 2 cards in your turn, and you've used up your tactics, and you've had all your continents stolen, there's not a whole lot you can really do. But it's also not a long, drawn-out process, which can be sometimes just strenuous and torturous, like Risk can be. The components are fine. These little coins are neat plastic coins. It's really easy to play and teach. And I find it to be fun, but it's not one that I would want to play all the time. I'm giving this a 6.5 because it's almost there. I did not just, I enjoyed playing it, but it's over very quickly. It's so light, it's fluff. But if you said you want to play Risk, I would be like, you mean Risk Strike? Because this is the version I would want to play. Beyond that, I think it's going to make a lot of people happy. It might be something you could play in a small space. It doesn't take all day. It might satiate people who like Risk, although I doubt it because I think people would really want those big, long, drawn-out battles. But of the small versions of Risk, this is definitely one of the better ones. So it is fast and fierce world domination.